could go wrong? Now that I'm paying attention.
Well, hello, Scotty.
Hello, Samuel. Happy April 20th. It is Monday in beautiful Southern California. You're in Burbank. I'm out here in Sherman Oaks-ish. And it's actually going to be a good one. 74 degrees today.
Oh,
I
I
don't know
should
what's
go
going to be
out.
in. I don't know. You should go out. I agree. How was your weekend, man?
Um, actually, I it was good. I rested. I didn't edit much this weekend, which is a first for me. But I cooked. I cooked a bunch of food.
Really?
Yeah. Well, here's the thing.
And everybody's
Whenever I,
okay? Everybody's all right?
so far, but the
Hi, love and life.
I love and life. There she is. What was I gonna
You
say?
were talking about you were
Oh yes,
cooking.
I cooked. The problem I had is the reason I cooked all day over the weekend was because I have this bad habit of buying fresh meats and then not using them before they go bad.
Oh, yes, of course.
It's a
Of
lot
course.
of it's a lot of money going out the door, and I'm like, what the? So I just said, all right, this time for sure, I'm gonna make sure that they're Thea,
Maureen's here, Thea's here.
Maureen.
Hello to both of you.
Hello, everybody. Oh, we have a plethora of beautiful women here watching us.
Maureen and Love and Life have been really helping us out with the questions, the Q&A
Yeah.
stuff. So we appreciate you guys.
Thank you, ladies. Are you still mods? Are they still mods? Because
I
you're not coming up as mods.
how, are you looking at the so you're looking at it?
Well, hang on. Let me look at the
There's shield. Yeah, it is. Love and Life certainly is. She's got a shield. She's got a blue shield.
Blue Shield. I don't use them.
Well, is it even around anymore?
Yeah,
Out in California?
I don't know.
I don't know if they're here in California anymore.
Where is the chat? That's what I want to know. Oh, there it is. Oh yes, Love and Life.
Love and Life is she's our number one moderator for sure. For sure.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because she is the best.
I thought Maureen was a moderator, but I guess not. And Thea, you want to be a moderator?
We're just gonna make everybody moderators. And somebody already gave us a like. That had to be Love and Life because I know how she is. She's good at that.
So
Anyway, so you made some meats. No one died.
yes, I made like a beef stew thing in the
Okay.
crock pot, which I overcooked. I don't know.
How do you overcook in a crock pot? Isn't that slow cooking as it is?
Yes, it's well. There's two settings on most crock pots: high and low, and then warm. Right?
Okay. And you used high.
I used high too long.
Did you eat it?
Yeah,
And it was still okay. You know,
it's
maybe
good.
it was
It's good,
overcooked,
but
but you know.
it's too dry.
Yeah.
It's like a dry beef stew
Got it.
with
Got it.
big chunks of meat in it. Which I mean, it tastes good. It's just not what I shot for. Same thing with the chicken and potatoes that I made.
Chicken and potatoes.
No, I didn't overcook that one.
Oh, well, that's good.
Uh,
Love and Life, you're too humble. You are definitely the best. Your moderation is top notch. Top notch.
she's a top person.
She's a top person.
We've got
That's
our
right.
top people on it.
Our top people are on it.
people.
We know what that means. So let's just get into it. Let's get into some of these questions that they put in. Let's see. Since the 20th. Oh, so here's one. Well, let me see. Well, Choo Choo was so she mentioned in our chat she was watching the SB19 concert that happened.
Oh, Thea's crockpot doesn't like chicken.
Why not? What happened? What happened with that?
Well, I don't know. She says that she loves her cooker, slow cooker, for beef stew, but not for chicken. Chicken is terrible in it. I don't know.
All right.
I don't remember ever doing where it wasn't edible or anything.
I did hamburgers in the air fryer.
Yeah, I've done that.
That worked pretty well, surprisingly.
Yeah.
All right, let's get into questions. So Love and Life asks this: what is your favorite purchase that you've ever made? Favorite purchase you have ever made? That's a loaded one, actually.
I've got so many purchases because I've bought so much crap over my lifetime.
Well, just tell me about the good crap.
Oh, okay. She ruins it because the chicken cooks slowly, and that ruins the texture. So, chicken, fried or roasted, both.
I like roasted and fried. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah,
That's a good
I try to
question.
stay away from fried because I don't want to have another incident.
We have a favorite fried chicken joint. It's called the Humble Bird. It's in like North Hollywood. It is so good if you're in the area. Definitely check them out.
Oh, you haven't told me about that one yet.
It's my secret. I don't want everybody going there.
Not even me.
Actually, I thought you had fried chicken with us once from Humble Bird. That's
Is that
usually
the
our
one where
go-to.
we all
with
went in
guests.
there and they give you this like huge bird.
Well, they give you like
A lot of food,
You
right?
can you. It's a lot of food. Yeah, it's a lot of food. I don't know if
I,
you've been
I
there or not. I
remember.
feel like you did.
Yes,
but-
I was there. It's kind of
Um,
like all white and not really restaurantish, right?
yeah, it's just most people go in after they've ordered. It takes like because they make it to order. So usually you like call in and then people will walk in and grab it 35 minutes later.
Well, let's get
And
back to that question.
so what's your favorite? I can tell you mine. Mine's pretty easy. Mine was just buying my Tesla because
That would be cool.
I didn't have to I don't have to worry about gas anymore. I don't have to go into a gas station. It's so much easier. So much easier and I feel better about things.
Well, when I bought my last car, um, I was still concerned about range anxiety. So I got a Prius, and you know what? I barely put any gas in it
Yeah.
because it has 25 miles of all electric on it, and I'd say about 90% of the time, the gas engine doesn't kick in. So that's good.
Yeah.
But I'd like to go all electric.
Well,
No matter how much they try to stop us.
you should. Love and Life says if she had to go all the way back, she'd go with her 76 Camaro.
Ooh.
That's a pretty good one. You're gonna have to show us a picture of that sometime.
You have any pictures? Yeah.
Yeah, put it up on the Discord.
What's this about a pearl necklace there, Maureen? I love pearl necklace.
Stop it. Ohamdas said, just watch Durandar, the revenge songs. It's divine. We were just talking about Durandar because it's actually done pretty well. We did a review of one of the songs on there, and it's done, we expect it to do well because when we do any type of Bollywood or Indian song, with the exception of one, almost all of them, India shows up for. The people of India, like, they show up and they comment and they watch, and so they're really really good with that stuff.
That's awesome, isn't it?
But yeah, we're gonna do more Durandar. The revenge songs. I don't know what that. It's Durandar the Revenge. Is that the name of the movie?
Good question. I don't know, but we've said it before. I just love Indian music and the movies, and it's always, even the stuff where people are killing each other and exploding.
Oh yeah, the way that
It's still fun to watch.
Yeah, they're the way that they're creative in how they kill people in some of these things. It's pretty funny. I think I do remember the Camaro now. I think I do remember that Love and Life.
Oh, actually, yeah.
Because I remember even Joe had mentioned he had something similar.
If you go to our
Dis-
what is that thing called?
Discord.
Discord, that thing, yeah. Um, I put up pictures. I believe it was of my Thunderbird, not of my Thunderbird, but of a Thunderbird that was the same as mine. That was my first car, and it was a real tank.
Most cars back then were tanks.
Yes, it was a '68 T-Bird, four
Oh
door
my
with the
gosh.
suicide doors that opened out the wrong way in the
Oh,
back.
yeah, that's cool.
And my dad would he didn't drive, so he liked to sit in the back in his trench coat and fedora and look like a
Gangster.
well, my friends at school, whenever I had the car and he came with me, he'd sit in the back and it was like, dark and my friends started saying, "Is your dad in the mafia?" Because he looked like it. But no, he wasn't.
Thea's favorite purchase was her 9'2" Walden surfboard.
Oh, you surf? No wonder.
I was this close to buying a surfboard once. Thankfully, I didn't because I stopped surfing like after that. But it was this close, and I really just wanted it because I loved the smell of sex wax.
What is that?
It's like a wax you put on your board.
Wax up your board.
Wax up your
Wax
board.
up your board. That was a song from the Flintstones.
Oh geez. I do remember that it was just a picture of what it would have. It was like a close enough picture of your Camaro. It wasn't yours.
Well, Thea had 3 boards.
Wow. And she lived in Hawaii. Did you live in Hawaii? Oh, she just loves Hawaii. Best days of my life. Whereabouts did you live?
Love and Life lived in Honolulu.
Wow.
Honolulu.
He was stationed there. Well, that's a good place to be stationed.
That would be a good place to be stationed.
I've been to. Have you ever been to Hawaii, Sam?
No, I have not.
We should definitely. I mean, I've been once, and I actually went out, did some surfing on the North Shore. We got ourselves a legit surfing instructor from the area. He took us out, me and my brother, and it was great. It was the most tiring thing I've ever done, but it was awesome because I got up, surfed a wave. It was pretty beautiful. But Hawaii is just incredibly beautiful. So
that's so cool, man.
We should definitely go. Definitely go. Did some snorkeling.
I think we should do a remote from there.
Sure.
A live stream from Honolulu.
And then we can write the whole thing off as a business expense.
Oh yeah. I like that.
Thea's
You're smarter than you. I mean,
okay, yeah. I know. Thea used to live there for a bit in Honolulu. She had an apartment near Waikiki.
Oh,
but she surfed on the North Shore. Yeah,
you're living life. You're living the life.
Thea,
like life, living, loving life.
That's all, folks. Maureen has never surfed, but loved the documentary. Riding Giants.
What was your thing, Maureen? Were you into like leather jackets and motorcycles?
It's almost like you know her too well.
I'm asking questions. Riding Giants is in my DVD collection.
Yeah.
Says Thea. I've heard of that one. It's supposed to be really, really good from what I remember.
Every time I go to Islands, the restaurant, which is a surfing themed place, my son loves it. I don't know why. But every time we go there for him, we go there and they're always playing that Riding Giants in the background. Love and Life was there in 71 through 74 for 3.5 years. I bet you
it was awesome.
Yep. 71, 74. Yeah. Probably
Paradise.
not as industrialized.
That was still Hawaii 5-0 time.
Good times.
Sorry.
Yeah, where like outside companies hadn't come and ruined it yet.
Yeah.
What's the biggest academic? This is from Love and Life as well. What's the
Oh,
biggest
I didn't
academic?
answer. Hold
Oh,
on.
I thought you did.
No, I didn't.
Oh,
I don't know. One of my guitars, one of my synthesizers, my mini Moog. I finally bought a Moog synthesizer, and it was an original Model D Moog synth that everybody's used on everything. And you see them all the time on stage, even today, although they have modern versions of it because the oscillators used to drift when they got warmed up. And then you couldn't stay in tune. But the new ones don't do that, obviously.
obviously, you guys do
But
that.
God, I love Moog synthesizers. Oh,
Moog.
that sound. Oh, that rumble.
And you still have it. You still have it.
No, I sold it.
Oh,
No, but I have it in virtual form.
virtual form.
Yeah, I have this app that allows you to simulate different instruments.
I would say the second one purchase I ever made that was pointless were these bad boys.
And they still work, right?
It still takes video and pictures.
That's the Google one, right?
It's Google Glass. I can't put it on. Here, I can't hear you guys, but
that's all right. We're not saying anything.
Yeah, you don't want to. So yeah, so then you just deep deep, and then it'll take video and pictures and it looks pretty good. But back in the day, like I didn't get this back in the day. I got it like after it was all done and stuff. So it wasn't really. That's why it wasn't my number one. But it's so cool.
It's so very cool looking.
What's that?
You look like a Borg.
I felt like a Borg. But it's super cool. I love it. I love it.
Love and Life almost went to see Elvis in
Honolulu,
Hawaii.
Wait, during that one concert that was filmed and is very popular.
It's like one of his best concerts ever.
Yeah, I remember doing a show for that particular concert that he did in Hawaii. Wasn't that like a comeback? He did like a comeback concert out in Hawaii, I thought. I can't get it.
What are you trying to do?
Just trying to get my pass. I'm a member of Universal Studios Hollywood, so we go to like private members only events, and that was just one of the tags. I was just trying to get it back up on the hook.
Well, here's some interesting information from Love and Life. That concert by Elvis was the first one broadcast live over satellite worldwide. That's awesome.
That is awesome.
68. Yes.
Maureen says she's not a watcher. She's a watcher, not a doer, but she does play some tennis.
Oh, a tennis pro. Can I get some lessons?
I play tennis. I play tennis.
I did until I dislocated my shoulder.
Yeah, I can't play anymore. The shoulder's completely gone.
I went to spike a ball, and I was like what, 17 at the time, and I did an overhead, and I did it so hard that my arm literally came out of the socket.
Well, you're doing it wrong if you're spiking it. It should be like a smash. Spike is like, what are you playing, volleyball? Or were you using a racket, I hope?
Hey, I was an idiot back then. Not like today when I'm a professional idiot.
Today, yes, you're. Thea is focused on big wave surfing, the crazy people like Laird Hamilton. Yeah, Laird probably should have died a few times with all the stuff he's done. Oh, comeback concert was in '68. That's right.
Yes, I said that already.
Sam didn't know that, so I wanted to let him know. All right, so let's get back to some questions here.
You're despicable.
What's your biggest academic or work-related accomplishment to date? Asks Love and Life. Biggest academic or work?
I sucked academically. I was terrible. I got thrown out of one college. Seriously. And they didn't want to, they basically said, you're useless, get out.
And you said, all right, that's cool.
No, I argued, and then I gave in because I knew she wasn't gonna let me pass. So I got out. Whoa!
Was it just one? Was it just one class?
No, it was everything I did at that college. I discovered drugs. Okay.
Oh, so you were a narc?
No, I wasn't. But one of my floor mates in the dorms was a narc, and I used to get him stuff. And one day I woke up and there was a lot of commotion in the hallway. I went outside and I go, "What's going on?" They go, "Oh, they just arrested a bunch of people from this floor." I'm like, "Oh, really? What for?" And they said drugs, because back then drugs were no. Narcs were everywhere.
There's still a no, but
and they go, "But your friend is gone." So he was a narc and he was buying it from me, but he didn't do anything to me because we kind of got to be friends. And he just got all the people in the floor.
This is just a little snapshot into what Sam's show is going to be like when he gets around to it.
It'll be here as soon as I have time.
Well, Maureen says, "Do you know Elvis's manager, Parker turned down concerts in other countries because he was afraid to travel, didn't have a passport." Oh, I didn't know that. That's interesting.
The Colonel.
Wow. I would think that he could go anywhere. Elvis could have gone anywhere at that time. He's Elvis, for crying out loud. He just didn't like to travel.
The Colonel tried to get other acts going, but they never achieved the Elvis level kind of stuff. And he would, I think he said in an interview that this band that kind of fell apart that he tried to promote didn't work out. And he goes, well, they were, good thing they were, no, what is it? Good thing they were, oh, I forgot. Something about the Yankees. They called them Yankees.
Love and Life is that's the best joke today. It's 420 today, Sam.
420?
Yeah.
It is 420. Oh my God.
And you talking about that, and Love and Life pointed it out.
Love and Life, thank you. I was oblivious.
That's hilarious.
That is hilarious, man.
I don't have any drug stories because my mom worked for the DEA.
Yeah.
And that was frowned upon in our household.
I would say, would she have busted you if
she threw my brother? She threw my brother and I in jail just for the heck of it, into the DEA jail, which are nicer, but they're smaller, and it's all white. Kind of like annoying white. Anyway, but she did it for it was only for 20 minutes or something like that. But enough to be like, okay, I get it. I'll tell Chad to stop doing drugs. He never stopped. I've heard he ruined his career. Hey everyone, busy working on doors and locks.
Oh, Bad Wolf. Hey,
everybody go check out Bad Wolf's I assume you mean your YouTube channel here.
What is your YouTube channel? Is it at Bad Wolf?
It's just click on Bad Wolf. You can go to his channel. Let's see what he's got.
1587. A great year, by the way.
Well, I only see opening mic karaoke night. on your channel? Playlists, posts. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know
Now,
if I.
now Thea is choosing to remain silent. Are you talking about the 420, Thea? Because we are kindred spirits, if that's what you're talking about.
That's pretty funny. My dad was CID, military, FBI. Basically, it was hard to put things over on him, right?
I bet.
Right? Um, yeah, we'll check out your stuff, Bad Wolf, when we're done here. Let's see here. Going back to some questions. That was a good question, by the way. Oh, I didn't even answer. I guess my biggest one was there was a couple of them, I suppose. When I graduated college, that was a big deal because I got my computer science degree, so it wasn't easy, at least not for me. And then when I got my first credit in a TV show that aired, that was a big day for me. And then I
Really?
would say when we were nominated for a daytime Emmy for Fixer Upper twice. We didn't win, but we were at
You,
least nominated. So
you
those were good
know,
days.
when I was doing film color correction, I worked on a lot of movies that people would recognize, but very few of them I got my name on the credits at the end because we were like the last step before the final prints were made. So they didn't get to us a lot of the times. It was very sad. But
Yeah.
sometimes when I saw my name, I'd get all like, "Ooh." I remember having my kids with me one day, and one of the movies I worked on, I did a bunch of kids' movies, and we were watching one of them, and I got all excited because my name came up, and I was like pausing the video and going, "Look, look, look! That's your dad
Yep.
right there."
Yeah.
They were not impressed.
My my mom would call me and say, "I just saw your name. I just saw your name," because my mom is a huge like home renovation fan.
Oh yeah, you
So
were all over the place.
she would be watching and she'd be like, "Oh, that's my son," and then she would call me and say, "I saw you." She'd take a picture of it. Um, and I'm like, "Oh yeah." I go, "I also did the one before." She goes, "Well, I didn't see your name on that one." And then I got pissed because I was like, "Wow, why isn't my name on that?" And then I had to call people and say, "What the hell? It's a big deal." I just stopped caring after a while if it was on there or not, but that I really just cared about being paid at that point. But the first time is always you remember your first.
Right there. What am I?
Uh,
Wrong picture.
what do you like?
Wait a minute. Hold on a second here. Yeah, there it is.
And there I go, thinking like a moderator and grab the damn link. Good job. Good job, Bad Wolf. All right. And Maureen has some questions here. Does anyone still play board games? Do you still play board games, Samuel?
No.
Did you have a favorite board game as a kid or as an adult?
Yeah, I had several. As a smaller kid, I there was a game called Trouble,
Yeah, love
and it
Trouble.
had one of those. Uh, they made a series of games where they had the little popping dome, and you push it down, and it
Yeah.
would pop, and
Yep.
then the dice would roll. That was
Yep.
nice because you didn't lose the dice.
That's true.
Uh,
And for little kids, that happens quite a bit.
yes, I love that. That was my favorite game. And then when I got older, I'd say my favorite game was Wing Commander.
Oh, so you're talking that's not a board game though. It's a
Oh,
board
that's
game.
right. Oh, yeah. Board game. There was one that I played that was so intricate, I never really understood what I was doing. It was called Formalot 2. Or
Formalot 2?
Formalot is the name of a planet, a real planet
Hmm.
that's named that. And this was a space game. And you had this map that you put out, and then you could move your ship places and throw the dice. And oh, wait a minute, scratch all that crap. Dungeons and Dragons.
That was gonna be mine.
Dungeons and Dragons was so fun.
Yeah.
You know,
It was traumatizing for me though. I was a kid when that came out, and it was like big, like huge, took over the world kind of thing. So I was a kid. So my older brother was always the dungeon master, and he would treat us so poorly, make us cry every time we played, because he would
oh,
always attack us. He'd always send monsters to attack us, his brothers, get us out of the game, and then he could play with his friends. So
oh,
it was traumatizing. But there's a
Monop-
show.
Mhm.
I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
go
I
ahead.
was just speaking of Dungeons and Dragons. They're actually coming out with a TV show about people playing for real Dungeons and Dragons.
What do you mean for real?
So it's going to be people just pulling out the game. There's a dungeon master. There's people going on quests, and they're just going to film them playing Dungeons and Dragons. That's it.
That's a TV show,
It's
like
just going to be a
network.
TV show. There was another, yeah, there was another game that somebody did, and became so popular just watching people play board games. But they decided to get a deal with Dungeons and Dragons specifically to do this thing, and they're gonna make a TV show out of it.
That's interesting. Should have done it 40 years ago.
Should have done it 40 years ago.
Love and Life plays Monopoly, which I liked, and Yahtzee
Yahtzee.
with her granddaughter. That's cool. Trivial Pursuit,
Mhm.
Scrabble. Yeah, Scrabble does cause arguments.
Yeah, because unless you have a dictionary on
We
hand-
did. We played with dictionaries open.
we still get in fights about it now. I mean, we usually pull it out maybe once, like over Christmas holiday or something, and we'll play. And then there's still arguments. There's still arguments.
Yeah, there's some
That's
really
true.
good
U.S.
games.
and U.K. spelling. You're right. Just don't play with those silly Americans. All right. Let's see. Any hobbies besides guitar and video games? Well, it's almost like you know us too well.
Who said that?
This is Maureen. Any hobbies besides guitar and video games? Sam, you go
Maureen,
first.
are you still with us? I haven't seen any. Oh yeah, Scrabble.
Yeah,
Never
Scrabble.
mind. I stand corrected. I just haven't seen a comment in a few seconds, so I thought people leave. They always leave. What was the question?
Well, here let's answer this first. Thea wants to settle an argument once and for all. Do you call the pieces pie or not? I call the pieces pie because they look like pieces of pie.
No, I didn't.
I just call them pie pieces.
I've never used that word.
I did. I have, Thea. Yes, even Love and Life says yes. The pieces are pie.
I didn't know that. It'll smell you.
I mean, I don't know if that's correct. I mean, that's what I would say.
So Thea is right. She's a happy camper right there.
So what other hobbies do you have, Sam, besides knitting and guitar and video games?
Well, the last time I did this was many years ago, but I used to build models of I started out, I was a World War II nut as a kid. Thank you. No whipped cream? What? Never mind.
What is this, Starbucks?
Starbucks. I am. All right, sorry. You know, you have to yell at her once in a while.
Oh, Thea says sometimes they call it cheese. I mean, yeah, I suppose it does look like cheese. I always called it like a pie piece.
Wedges of cheese. I used to see that. You don't see much of those anymore. Usually
No.
they're cubes or squares.
I mean,
what happened to my camera?
It's in sleeping mode.
Yeah, why does it do that? It just gets sick of me and shuts itself down.
I think it just says I've had enough of this. Bad Wolf says in his own time he makes his own ammunition. Okay.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. I hope I don't play you in Scrabble anytime soon.
Yeah. What
Trivial
do you
pers-
what do you do? Are you a hunter? Which I am against because animals should be left alone. Yeah, that's badass, Bad Wolf.
When I have time, I'm. Oh wait, no, I already did that one. Trivial Pursuit is Canadian made. Maureen wants us to know that it's Canadian made. You know, there's a lot of great things that came out of Canada. I can't think of a single one, but I bet there
William
is.
Shatner,
I'm just kidding.
Jim Carrey,
A lot of funny people come out of Canada for
a
sure.
lot of comedians,
So many good ones.
the Second City people, a lot of them.
And who doesn't love maple syrup?
I love it.
I love
I
maple
remember
syrup.
spending some summers up in Toronto and Montreal and just being amazed as a teenager of how clean everything was
Yeah.
compared to stinky old US, you know? It's just people took pride in their country. Of course, that was a long time ago, so I don't
I'm
know
sure
if that's
there's
still the case.
yeah, I'm
But
sure there's spots just like there are any place, but yeah, I get
no,
what
the
you're
whole
saying.
city for me was like Toronto was you know,
I feel like
amazing.
Toronto is pretty nice though, and I think Vancouver's pretty good. Uh, but I don't think I've not really done the whole Canadian thing, so I can't really say. Some talented
Vancouver.
singers, sure, talented singers.
Well, when all the film work and TV work went up to that part of Canada, Vancouver,
Yeah.
I wanted to move there desperately, but they made it really tough for Americans to go there to work. So, but they sent a lot of Canadians down here to work. Do you remember the scientist in that movie Starman?
Yes.
The guy with the glasses and everything.
Sure. Canadian.
Yes, he's Canadian, and I didn't know that. I was laid off, and I was desperate to work, so I got a job at a drugstore. And he came in, and I'm like, "Oh, you were great in this and that movie, whatever." And we started talking. I said, "I'm in the film industry. I'm just doing this because of the Canadians. They took all our work. I had to close down a company." And he's looking at me going, "I'm Canadian." He said that.
Well,
I go,
not you.
no, I said, "Oh,
Well, first of all, it's not Canada's fault. Canada made a good deal. They made it irresistible for the company to move to Canada.
yes, thank
So it's
you, Mr. Clinton."
so you can thank whoever was in
Clinton's
charge down here.
administration, it was called the NAFTA agreement.
Yeah. There's a couple things I would love to hear about this heist, this maple syrup heist, the millions of dollars involved. Maureen is going to hopefully tell us. And then Bad Wolf says he wants to share a link. Sure. I'm okay with that.
Put that link up, bro.
Totally cool with that. We're here to help you guys too. I mean, you guys help us. We want to help you.
Yes, anybody want to promote anything? We'll get on it with you.
Well, let's see here. Any hobbies besides guitar? So you said models. I'm gonna say my hobbies. Man, I this is gonna sound stupid, but my hobbies are actually doing like this kind of stuff. Like I love just creating something.
Oh yes,
Creating anything. To me, this is
yes.
fun.
Thea just says something interesting.
Hmm.
She don't like guns.
Yeah.
I'm not a big fan either. But you had a gun held to your head in
What?
England? Put that one up, would you please?
Wait, hold on. Where was this at? I don't see it.
Let me see here.
Oh, I see it. I don't like guns. It's kind of funny that in Texas, surrounded by relatives with more guns in their house than fruit and vegetables, the only time I had a gun held to my head was in England, which that is kind of strange.
Tell us the story. We want to know. Hello, Carl.
Yeah, that sounds scary. You're a country of 350 million compared to 40 million. Well, that's true. Good evening, Kari. Carl. Gosh, I keep saying Kari. My glasses, I'm telling you. But I just remembered I made the same mistake last time. Carl.
He doesn't wear his glasses because he
I
doesn't want to
don't.
look like an intellectual or anything.
Because then I look like this. Oh, okay, Carl. Oh, do you want some tater tot casserole? I just made it. You know, like that's what I feel like.
Tater tot casserole. So,
sorry, go ahead.
Thea, tell us the story. What happened? Why were you held at gunpoint? Was this like a kink or something? No.
No.
Or was this like serious? Were you robbed?
Maureen says the Great Maple Syrup heist in 2011, 3,000 tons.
Wow.
$18 million. The facility is like Fort Knox. Wait, so somebody went in and took 3,000 tons of maple syrup? And
Not
did what with it?
3,000 pounds, 3,000 tons.
Yeah. $18 million. Holy smokes. But what do you do with 3,000 tons of maple syrup? Who do you sell that to? Aren't they going to find out?
Well, I would go to IHOP or places like that.
Yeah, just go door to door. Hey, would you like some maple syrup? Carl says he needs reading glasses too. All right, see, you understand. You understand, Carl. I'm loving life, Lisa. Hope you are well. Of course you're loving life. Your name is Loving Life.
Hello, Lisa.
That's crazy. That's crazy. Preferred this is from Maureen again. Preferred vacation time, summer or winter, and beach or mountains? I'm gonna go with
beach.
Oh, you're gonna go beach, okay.
I'll tell you what.
In summer or winter? So you're saying summer then?
Summer at the beach.
Got it. And why?
Because it's not in the mountains where there are a lot of weird things going on. Tens of thousands of people disappear every year in our national parks under strange circumstances. It's documented.
Okay. Well, it doesn't have to be like, our mountains. Like, what about the ski lodges up in Utah? Those would be nice. I actually prefer colder weather. I don't like it. It's like I am not looking forward to the summer at all because I just hate the heat that much. And it's just getting hotter every year. Hi, Lisa.
Thea's story, put that up. That's interesting.
All right. Well, let me answer this question, then we'll talk about her question.
Go ahead.
So I would say winter. I would also say mountains. I love snowboarding. I love the snow. I don't like living in the snow, but I like visiting it and being able to leave.
Mm-hmm.
That being said, I do love the beach. I'm there probably once every other weekend. And my son is addicted to it. So I don't know if that answers the question outright, but I would say mostly I like mountains and winter. Because winter doesn't really exist here in LA. All right.
Well, so Thea was held at gunpoint by a shady landlord.
He let himself in, locked me in a room, and demanded I did something. I said no. He held a loaded gun to my head, showed me the bullets. What? Well, I won't ask you what he asked you to do because I think it's probably, obvious. But then, how did you get out of that?
She laughed, apparently.
You just laughed?
Put the next one up.
Hold on. Well, she laughs about it now. Guns are illegal. Never seen one in England till then. He was high on cocaine. He held it right between my eyes. All I could do was laugh. What the heck, dude?
You laughed at the guy holding a gun between your eyes?
After he showed you the bullets?
You're a better man than I am, babe. I would have my pants.
He would have been like, whatever you need me to do, man.
Yes, I will do whatever you want me to do, bro. Because life is more important than dignity.
Yeah. Bad Wolf couldn't find he couldn't share it from his Instagram. All right, well, we'll go check it out. Is it just is it still under Bad Wolf? Is your Instagram still Bad Wolf, or do you have a link on your YouTube to your Instagram? And definitely, yeah, that sucks that that happened to you, Thea. Sorry about that.
Yeah, I'm glad it didn't escalate into something dangerous.
I assume
More
when you,
dangerous. I just
yeah.
say that.
I
It
mean,
was dangerous enough.
yeah, I'm guessing he just said, well, forget about it after you started laughing at him. I mean, that is crazy.
I wouldn't have laughed.
If it bothered her, she wouldn't talk about it. Well, I'm bothered
That's
by it,
cool.
and I didn't even have to go through it.
Well, sometimes you have to hold a gun to a beautiful woman.
Carl, what?
Hmm?
That's the what?
Moving along.
That's how I feel about the U.S. I like visiting it, and I like to be able to leave. You know what? I hear you on that.
That's hilarious. I love that.
Guns are not exactly illegal in England. Some types are, but the gun control is super strict. But you can own them. You just have to go through 1,000 hoops. Well, that's the way it should be. Apparently, this guy got through the hoops, even though he sounds crazy. How did that happen? Yeah, did you get? He had to have gotten his license revoked. I hope you called the cops and said this dude just put a gun to my head.
This is why this country is screwed. Do you know what the number one killer of children is in this country?
Well, it's guns.
Yep.
It's guns.
Yeah, and nobody gives a crap. Everybody's here like,
well, no, I wouldn't. No, I wouldn't say that. I would say half the people don't give a crap, and it's not even half. I think it's just the people in charge who want money from lobbyists. Oh crap! I just deleted that one. I didn't know. Oh man, I wanted that one. What was that? I just deleted one accidentally. Maureen, a question. What book are you currently reading? This is the book I've read. 0. It's been a long time since I've been able to read a book. Although I did help my son with, he read Peter Pan the other day.
Love and Life, to answer your question, yes, I will be doing that activity, but not until bedtime.
Are you, Love and Life, participating in 420 activities today? What job in the industry would you never do? I think we had something similar to this. I think we had something similar. I think I would do just about every job, and I firmly believe this, that any job that you do and you want to be someday the head of, you should start at the bottom so you know what every job goes through, what every job they do, so that you know when you get to the top what it takes to get something done. So for me, I would take any job. I would, especially in the entertainment industry, because eventually you got to know all of it. So for me, there isn't a job I wouldn't take. Nobody likes being a production assistant because those are usually the gophers that go and get the coffee, and they usually get yelled at. They always say shit rolls downhill, and the last person on that totem pole is definitely the production assistant. So that's the worst job to have, but it's also one of the greatest ones because you get to see everything from every different aspect, and you get to do everything. So I kind of liked it, but I also got yelled at a lot, and that's just par for the course.
You getting yelled at, that used to happen to me a lot. Believe it or not, women in general, in my experience in this business, are much worse than men when it comes to being the boss. The power, I don't know what it is, but they're mean.
The women?
Yeah.
Women are usually harder on other women.
Well, they were hard on me too, but not in a good way. So Thea, that was 30 years ago. I can't believe that. You, what were you, like 5 years old back then? I mean, because you look a lot younger than you seem. I guess. I don't know what I'm saying.
I have a question, Thea. Did you, when you left, did you eventually get your stuff back, or did you just leave it and that was it? That was the end of it. You fled and that was it.
Uh-oh, trouble's here. Crimson Iceberg has shown up.
Oh, nice. Sorry, I was reading this thing from Carl. I get people wanting to be able to defend themselves, but I don't think I've ever heard of someone using a gun to defend themselves. Only ever heard about being used to cause death and harm.
Well, there are a lot of yahoos in this country.
They'll claim defense, but it's not really.
Lovin Crimson Iceberg believes me because she's a woman.
That's pretty funny.
It's a big dilemma because you don't want to get angry at being bossed around by a woman, especially me, because I am like, my favorite people are women.
That's why they treat him so poorly.
Yes. They know that
they could do anything to him because they know he'll be like, oh, I can't quit you.
And they've done that to me too. I'll bring up my ex-wife and throw her out.
But it's true. Most of my bosses have been women, and I've actually had a really good go at it. I mean, for me, it hasn't been that much of a problem. But I do hear from other women who work for women say they're really hard on them. But I've never had any issue. I actually prefer women bosses to men bosses.
It depends on the person, because I've
gotten lucky. Yeah,
I've had horrible women bosses. I mean,
all
like
of them
sadistic.
Like all of them were like that, or just
no? But I've had several in my lifetime. I don't know. I think I bring that out in women. They get. Anyway, Thea lost everything except this necklace that her mother gave her. Well, that's good. Anyway, Thea, how can that have happened 30 years ago? I don't understand it.
She's the same age as me. She was born in the 70s, she said.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow, you look good for 70 years old.
No. In 1970s. Stop it. Love and Life says she thinks they have something to prove in the industry. Maybe that's why. Maybe some of them feel like they've got to defend themselves, and they'll scratch and claw their way.
Yeah, overcompensation. Maybe, I don't know.
Maybe.
But I've totally been in fact all the way back to when I was a kid. I was, and the women's movement started, with the bra burning and all that. I really enjoyed that part. But and where was
that? Was it. That's all he cared about. That was it.
I am glad I look younger. I've had the same profile pic on YouTube since 2021, so I've aged another 5 years. Well, you still look good to me, babe.
That's what AI. That's what AI is for. Just throw a picture up, let AI do its thing, and then there you go. Bada bing, bada boom.
Bada bing,
every
bada boom,
single
bitty
one.
boom.
Drop Barracuda says it's been every single one. Women. I'm assuming you're talking about women bosses. Very unfortunate. Thea says it was around 2001 or 2002 that happened to her. So she was like in her 30s. Yeah, female bosses were real hard on Crimson. Harder than the men bosses you've had, though? That's really the question.
I think it's the other way around. Unless they're harassing you, male bosses treat women a little too fairly compared to men.
Have you ever had a boss hit on you?
Are you asking me that question?
Yeah, I'm asking you that. You ever had a boss hit on you?
No.
No?
Absolutely not. No.
Not even an inkling?
No. Although I tell this story about, because I've only been hit on just a very few times, and usually I'm oblivious to it. and I don't
Oh, that's
realize what happened until after it happened. Like the time I was in college and I got on the bus, the campus bus, with my guitar, and I was looking pretty good back then. And I sat in the back of the bus. There was like three people on the bus, and this really beautiful woman was sitting up front. Got up, walked to the back of the bus, and sat in my chair thing, and started asking me questions. And instead of being like, "Oh, this is good," I panicked, and I'm like, "Do I know you?" She kept asking. What an idiot!
Yep.
Uh,
That's Dumb and Dumber right there. That's a scene straight out of Dumb and Dumber.
and the thing is, the sad thing is that didn't wasn't the only time it's happened to me. It seems like I have this delayed reaction where if a woman seems interested in me, I get suspicious.
All right. So
Because I'm
the
like,
so the so the short answer is no. You've never been hit on by a boss. I assume people have been hit on by their bosses. Uh, let's take a look here. I'm sure we've got some great answers. Well, let's see. Love and Life. Love and Life says I haven't had any problems with men bosses, but female bosses can female bosses can be condescending and spiteful. True.
I don't get that. Shouldn't you be on the same team?
No, they don't want. It's worse. The female bosses I've had really seem to be a caricature of the stereotypical toxic male bosses, if that's what they believe they need to be like to succeed. I think I've run into that as well. I still look good in my profile picture, Crimson Iceberg says. Well, you look like an anime character. You've looked like that your whole life? Thea says I've had good and bad female bosses. Yeah, I mean, I think there's, I don't like to split it out by gender, but I've always most of my bosses have been female since I've been in the entertainment industry,
Yeah, I've had a lot of them.
or gay. I mean, or both. It's usually female, gay, or both. I think
I've been mistreated by gays.
Really?
Yeah. It's like they're offended that you're not gay or bi.
Well, you're not a part of
I
the.
always got.
You're just not a part of the clique.
No.
Maybe
But I
that's
respect
what. Maybe
them.
that's what it was.
Literally my best friend throughout most of my life was gay. Excuse me.
He was hitting on you.
No.
Oh.
I would have been open to it. I don't know.
Carl says, I think sadly, if a person thinks you can run roughshod over you, and then they will. If you're a nice guy that treats women with respect, then sometimes they might take advantage. I think that's true. I think there's something to say about being too nice, especially in the industry that Sam and I were in. It's to me, it's nice guys do not finish first. They just don't. You have to do you have to be vocal, and you have to be forward, and you have to be have conviction in what you're doing, and sometimes that means doing things that maybe you normally wouldn't do, because there's so many people out here that want to be producers and actors and directors and
And all
writers,
that
and
crap. Yeah.
they all talk about themselves at nauseum, and if you're not a part of that, then people just they won't hear you. They won't notice you. So unfortunately, you have to brag about yourself, and that was one of the things that I learned early on when I was an associate producer over at E Entertainment. We had just finished this long show, and the guy that was my executive producer at the time, he works with Jeremy Renner now. He's like business partners with Jeremy Renner, but he had us sit down at a table, and he went through the whole team, and he goes, I want you all to tell me how you think you did, and then I'm going to go through and tell you how you actually did. So I didn't really say much. I'm like, yeah, I think I did. I think I did my job, and I did it well. And he's like, okay. And then by the time he got back to me explaining how everybody did, he comes to me and he goes, Scott, you actually did a really, really good job. And I'm not just saying that. But he goes, you did a really good job. But here's what you need to work on. You need to work on bragging about yourself more. Because if you don't brag about yourself, no one's going to pay attention. So you need to work on that.
Googie is here.
So that's the biggest advice I ever got was you know, s- really celebrate even the little victories. Brag about yourself. Do it.
Yeah, I always had a hard time about that. In fact, uh, when people complimented me, especially when I was a musician, I would get all weirded out because of how I was treated being growing up.
Hmm.
That I was just useless,
Yeah.
and it affected me because I didn't have the ability to accept compliments.
Hmm.
And when somebody
That's
says to
hard.
me back then, when somebody said to me, "You are really good and your voice is awesome," that's been said to me, and I said, "No, you're drunk or
Yeah.
whatever."
Yeah. Yep. You're right. And that's the biggest step. That was hard for me too. You have to just accept it and say like, "Oh, thank you. I appreciate that." But I would do what you did, which was, deflect and be like, "Oh, no, you're just saying that. No, just
Yes, that's exactly how I was.
yep." Yeah, it's
Um,
hard for a lot of people to do
Now I'm
that.
like, look at me, man. I'm like, I'm
Oh,
kidding.
thank you.
Going back to Thea's last comment, which I don't understand. What's with the sign language, Kia? Tia? But Thea, what are you saying to me?
Well, while she's responding to that, I want to do this from Drop Barracuda. I had a female boss hit on me, but it was because she was trying to frame me for the theft she was doing. I didn't go for it and wound up exposing her whole setup. Well,
Wow,
that sounds
that's awesome.
that sounds like a TV show.
Yeah.
Wait, so I mean, so you just flat out said, "Nah, I'm not doing this." Well, how early on did you find out she was ripping off the company or whoever she was ripping off? Let's see. My best friend is gay too, says Crimson. Googie says she works in academia since '92, and men are the worst. Male professors, deans, administrators. I almost had to quit grad school because my advisor was hitting on me, and I was told I was lucky. I mean, yeah, I mean
That's weird.
that sounds typical to me, actually. And especially if you're a pretty woman, I look. I mean, I bet it's really hard. I bet it's really hard because most people do. If you're a pretty girl, I mean, I'm a man, so I understand. They just can't control themselves sometimes. They just can't. Now, the sinister ones are the ones that'll hold it against you, like your job and that kind of thing. So those are the ones you got to look out for. But it's got to be tough. I mean, Sam's had it tough. I mean, look at that pretty face. Can you imagine how hard it was for him to get where he got?
It was hard.
uh,
So yes, Thea, I get it. I get it now. What you were talking about, but yes, sometimes you can be really thick, especially when you don't realize what's happening until it's too late.
Sam, I relate. I always found it hard to accept compliments too. I tell them they're wrong. That's from Thea.
Yeah.
Self esteem, Carl says, it's something I struggle with in the past. I still feel uncomfortable blowing my own trumpet, feels conceited. It does. And I grew up in the Midwest where your work and the things that you do, it's like actions speak louder than words, right? So you talking about yourself was totally frowned upon. But when you come to like LA, it's the complete opposite, and it's so hard to make that switch because it does come off as conceited. But I've had people I've worked for that I'm like, why are you? How did you get here? And I already knew the answer. Really, it's because they talked themselves up. They also probably knew somebody. They probably lied. I already told you I worked for a guy who lied. He made up a resume. He lied about everything he did. Says he graduated college, didn't do that. And I found this out years after, and it was the same guy who kept delegating like everything because he didn't know what the hell he was doing. So it happens a lot, but he talked a good game. He talked a good game, and that's what got him the jobs.
Let me tell you a story about a guy that Scott and I worked with. And there was a lot of eye rolling back then. Do you know who I'm talking about? With his stories,
Oh, yes, yes,
having
yes.
been everywhere, having done
Yes.
everything, having killed people,
Saved lives.
saved lives several
Many,
times. Oh, he
many.
disappeared. Where'd
I
you go?
know. It did what yours does. It just kind of sometimes randomly. You can shut that off, by the way, because I was looking that up. Sorry, I'm rubbing off this little piece. Yes, I know exactly what you're talking about.
This was like so over the top. Everybody would be standing around having coffee or whatever, and
Mhm.
he'd tell one of his ridiculous stories,
Mhm.
and we'd all just look at each other like, "Is this guy for real?"
Yes. I know. And then after a while, it's just like once
No, that's
he
just
gets
him.
you in a corner, and you're like, oh no, here it comes. And
Yes.
then did I
I
ever
used
tell
to try
you?
that was the technique I had, was to try to avoid being in any kind of conversation with him. The thing I hated the worst is when he'd come into my edit bay and sit down and
Yes,
start talking
and
and
you
not
knew.
talking and talking and telling me ridiculous stuff like how he saved a troop of Boy Scouts when they were
The car
doing the
accident.
rapids. Oh, that too.
Oh,
Yes,
well, I remember the car accident one.
yeah, he dragged somebody out of the car
Gave
that
him
was about to blow up
CPR.
or something.
Yeah,
Anyway, I'm like, is this guy for real?
yeah,
But
yeah.
yes, he acted like he really believed those things
He.
happened.
Oh yeah. Uh, Drop Barracuda says, "So glad we liked Beat Pella House, the K-pop medley that we just did."
Guess who's here? Somebody who said they wouldn't be. Elizabeth,
Elizabeth,
hi.
Elizabeth, look what I'm wearing.
Yeah, he's wearing your shirt.
Look what I'm wearing. Um, let's see. Real quick, I had one here. It was Thea says it was about about the woman sat next to you and you not realizing. Oh, that's what she was talking about.
Unfortunately, that happened to me quite often.
Carl says, I don't think it's men. I think it's power and status. I agree with that. And unfortunately, a lot of mostly it's men in power, um, and so it might seem that way. But female bosses can be just as bad. And I've only heard, like I said, the ones I worked with were great, but I always hear that from other women. Let's see. Yeah, it was pretty early on. We were working for a professional photographer, and she was selling people proofs under the table. Yikes! I hate the backhanded compliments like, wow, the dress looks great on you. Did they have it in your size?
Oh,
That's really funny. I
oh
mean, I
yeah.
wouldn't use that, obviously, but job I would never do as a politician, says Maureen. My ego isn't big enough. Well, maybe it'll be refreshing for somebody to come out and just say what they mean. Be
Wouldn't that be nice?
like, yeah, we just need someone to just tell us the truth. Here's how I really think.
Although some people should shut up, like certain people that we know of in high government now.
Yes. You gotta watch out or you'll get Teddy cruised. That's really funny. Yes. Hi, Elizabeth. It's been a while. I think we caught up with that one. Caught up with all the comments. So I'm gonna go into another Maureen question. We already did this one. You ever get into an argument online over a reaction comment? I just did when I said I preferred one singer's version over another. No, I mean, I've never been one to put out a comment on somebody else's video saying they're wrong because it's someone's opinion. You know, someone's junk is someone else's gold. I never say mean things because it's just it's counterproductive. And unless they're just spewing some like real hate stuff, then and even then I usually don't say anything.
I get stunned. I'll never forget something happened to me when I was in high school. But before we get to that, Elizabeth's last comment should be put up, please. Her daughter's in ICU, and
Oh
it's
no.
critical, apparently.
Oh no.
Oh crap, sepsis. Oh,
My
her
my
birthday's
s-
tomorrow. I'm so sorry. I know. I lost my mom to sepsis.
yeah, and I almost lost my stepdad to sepsis. Thankfully he pulled through. So there's definitely, there is a light uh at the end of the tunnel, I hope.
I think everybody here, please,
Let's give some hearts. Let's give some hearts to Elizabeth.
not just that, but
And send out good
prayers
vibes
or
and
positive vibes. Yes, you
yes.
can affect reality by sending your vibrations because
Yeah.
everything is vibrations. Even
Yeah.
scientists are saying that now. Finally, uh, yes. I'm so sorry, and hope she gets better. Keep us informed,
Yes.
and I couldn't handle it if one of my kids had gone through that,
Yeah. It would be
and hopefully she'll get out of that. And I'm speechless,
yeah.
which is rare for me, but
Yeah. I mean, it's tough. The sepsis is tough. That's a tough one. But again, it can be turned around. It can be turned around.
yeah.
Um no, so the question is, did you ever get in an argument online over like a reaction comment? Like if someone never said anything to us on a comment and you're just like, "Oh, I gotta respond to this guy." And then you got into an argument with him.
Um, I don't know about arguments, but people have said it's rare, thank God. Um, but people have said some not so nice things about us on comments. Rarely, but it's
Yeah,
happened.
it's pretty rare.
And somebody was making fun of us, saying, "Yeah, right, you guys are producers in Hollywood, right?" And I'm like, and I wrote this fucking excuse my language, diatribe to this person, and just you know tore them apart. And I shouldn't have done that because you're supposed to ignore that stuff, but it
It-
just hurt.
I just kill them with kindness.
Yeah, I do that too now,
Just
but
that is my goal, is to, if someone is mean, then you kill them with kindness, and then usually they stop
and detach.
and detach, because they just want to get a rise out of you. They just want to get a rise out of you.
Actually, I've done that. There was a guy who hated me for some reason in college, and I killed him with kindness, and we ended up being buddies.
Same with me and you. I mean, I couldn't stand you. Actually, you and I kicked it off pretty. I think it was almost immediate.
It was immediate, yeah.
You and I had the same kind of like, uh, we liked the same things. Like our comedy, our humor was the same. And then we were on the same page. We made really good shows. So the teamwork was there. Everything kind of worked.
yeah.
So that was,
My question is, what happened?
yeah. What happened? Why do we hate each other now? Thea says, I think horrible comments are a reflection on that person and stuff going on in their life. Exactly.
Yes,
Exactly.
yeah.
Kindness is a massively underrated superpower. 100%, Carl. Elizabeth says it was a stomach ache, then gallbladder, the necrotizing pancreatitis. She has 80 pounds of fluid built. Oh my gosh.
Oh my God.
We live at the hospital now. She's my baby. I appreciate your kind thoughts and wishes. I'm scared. Just know we're with you, Elizabeth. We are with you. And again, we're sending all kinds of positive vibes to you, and just think positive. Just think positively. I felt like you when I first heard about my stepdad, and he was going through that exact same thing, and it took a 3 or 4 months before he was really like okay to even get out of bed. So my mom lived at the hospital with him for it was like 4 months, And so he's finally up and around now, though he's fine. But it was, you know, it's tough. Those early times are tough.
Uh, um, Daddy Warbucks #2 is at it again. Drop Barracuda just helped finance our
Oh,
coffees, which is about what you have to spend for a coffee now.
well, that's what he said was haters are an inevitable part of the system. Their presence means you're doing something right. There will always be someone if you're reaching a large enough audience. Plus, they boost your algorithm. That's you know what that is about as positive as you can think
That's pretty
about
true.
anything, and I think that is right on. Drop Barracuda. I'm giving you a lot of 100% on that one. A lot of
Yes,
100%.
100%.
And thank you so much. Yes, we can go get coffee today, Sam.
Ah,
Maybe
where
we
am
can
I
get
going to
a.
find?
We can share a bagel. We can share a bagel.
I don't know if that's enough money to do all that.
No, maybe not.
Today's prices.
It's going to take $5 just for parking, and no.
Anyway,
Anything
thank you.
necrotizing is horrific. My heart goes out to you, says Carl. Way to go, Drop Barracuda. Let's give Drop Barracuda some claps. Where's my claps at? Clap, clap, clap.
I don't have the clap.
Well, not anymore. Thank goodness, right?
Thank goodness for penicillin.
Yeah, that's yeah, exactly. 11 Life. Yeah, that's it. And like Sam said, we've been extremely lucky. We rarely get and this is not a license for you guys to go out and do it, but we rarely get negative comments. Most everybody has been awesome and wonderful and helpful. Because as you know, all know, Sam and I, we need all the help we can get. So
Yeah. So this core group of people that show up for our live streams are just amazing.
yeah, we love you guys.
Yeah, we do.
I do want to say real quick, we do have I'm hopeful, but it was blocked. So we're just waiting for it to be unblocked. But elevator operator from Electric Callboy was supposed to go out this morning. Our reaction to that. And like I said, it got blocked. So it takes a couple of days after we dispute it for it to be released to go back to public. So if you like Electric Callboy, which if you don't, you should.
They are hilarious.
Hilarious and amazing and all that fun stuff. But hopefully tomorrow morning that will be going out. So I apologize. I was hopeful to get that out this morning. It was blocked outright, which is rare. At least it has been a rare thing recently. So look for that tomorrow.
Lisa decided to chime in. Why don't you put that one up?
Well, I mean, not to, Sherlock Holmes pointing out something obvious. I've never, we clearly do. We clearly do.
Thank you, Maureen. Our reactions are true, not phony. We try to be ourselves and be real.
It's true.
And deceiving people.
And they're 100% first time reactions. So, I mean, literally, we do not see anything or hear anything until we do it. So, a lot of times when we're just completely oblivious, it's because we're completely oblivious.
Yes. And I can attest to that because Scott is constantly telling me not to watch stuff.
Yes. That's very true. I'll say, stop it, turn it off. We're probably going to do that. They're very reactor friendly. You may want to reach out to them. Who? Renegades are an anomaly, and I'm so happy to be a part of. Oh, well, we've reached out to we should reach out to Ren, by the way.
We keep
his people.
Why can't we do that? We keep getting distracted with everything else.
At least talk to like maybe the big push members, even if we can't get Ren because he's busy and he's got a lot of personal things he's got to take care of as well. But even if we can talk to like the other band members from like the big push, or talk to Chris Webby from Inpatient, Do something like that. That would be cool. Or talk to his cinematographer. Talk to Sam. This is Sam, right?
Yeah.
We should talk to. I mean, reach out to somebody like that and talk to them and say, hey, how do you get all these great shots, and what do you like? What else does he do? Does he doesn't just do Ren stuff? I assume, although he certainly could just be doing Ren stuff because Ren is always putting something out. Um,
Yeah, and God bless him for that, because um, he does speak the phrase I love to use, truth to power.
yeah,
Truth to
yeah,
power.
yeah. Love and Life says, I put sarcastic comments, but never mean, I don't think. Oh no, we love you. Your stuff is great. I love Sam. It's very sweet, even when you're putting Sam down. It's like we expect it. We hope to hear it because we're friends. So we love hearing that stuff.
Yeah, go ahead and insult me all you want.
Wait, Carl's done a few live streams.
Oh,
Oh wait, he's watched a couple of live streams, but you were the nicest and easiest people to chat with. Oh, thanks, Carl. We used to have like somewhat of a like outlined show, and we found that we love the chaos. So we just kind of just open it up to questions, and if anybody has questions, we're here to answer.
Thea says that Ren commented on another reactor just yesterday, so he does watch reactions. Ooh,
Oh.
wouldn't it be nice if he saw ours and got all excited?
Oh my gosh, that would be great.
It would be.
I would love if he just acknowledged that he watched one of our reaction videos, I'd be pretty stoked about it. But I also think like I'm not intimidated by celebrities or people who are, actors, film actors or musicians. Although I'm less comfortable with musicians because I don't really have this is why we do what we do because we're learning, right? So because I don't have that like knowledge that most people do when it comes to music, but
Yeah,
I think
you're lacking knowledge. Is definite.
yeah, thank you. But I would love to speak to Ren, and I think we would just have a cool, awesome like chat. Like I wouldn't even write any questions down. I would just ask what's at the top of my head and just record it and see what happens.
Well, Barracuda's done it again. Another tip.
What?
Talking about an act called Jaro I don't know.
Gyro Dynamite. Oh, it's a beatbox tag team. Ooh.
Yeah, I'm looking for the list now. Put it on there.
World champions. I can put it on.
Oh, okay. You got it open? Because
Yes.
I don't.
Yes, I do.
All right, good. Thank you, Daddy Warbucks number 2. Although you're not second, you guys are equally Daddy Warbucks.
Yeah, that's awesome. Well, and I haven't seen NC Dad. He hasn't been here today, right? Because I wanted to let him know his request is coming out soon as well.
I looked up the band we just did, the beatbox band.
Yeah, beatbox Beat Pella House.
Beat Pella as in acapella. Beat Pella. I got that finally the other day. But people who do things like that, I actually looked it up about that particular band, and they use a lot of they use a certain kind of Shure mics that are easy and can pick up a lot of nuances in your voice, but they put it through compressors and different effects to get those sounds and EQ. They if the guy's doing the bass, he would have the bass equalization up on that, and different effects they did. But you know what? You got to have the talent to get it to work right. And they,
yeah, yep, it's true. Let's see here. I just saw Reactor have a chat with Sam. I forgot his name, but Sam spoke for an hour. Oh, that's awesome. It was a tiny channel, and I thought it was so sweet that he commented and made their day. That would make my day. That would make my day. Did that one, and then we have what was the other one? Renz had chats with Rosalie, the charismatic voice, Black Pegasus, and of course Knox Hill. Worth a punt to reach out. Yeah, totally worth a shot.
Hmm.
Ren does watch reactors, I assume, when he has time. I mean, he's definitely busy. Enjoyed your down the road reaction. Oh, thank you. I love that song. It's still in my head. I can't get it out of
Hmm.
my head. It's so good.
Thea has a great idea. Do we ever do comedians? No, but I would love to. I have a bunch of comedians that I love that I would love to talk about.
I would too. That'd be cool.
We should
Do
look
you?
into that
Well, Olive says, "Do you guys only do songs?" No,
right now, but we're expanding.
no. We've done like taste tests. I mean, Sam and I have done some taste testing, and which was kind of fun because it's usually from like another country, something that we've never tried. Uh,
Interviews.
we've reacted to movie trailers and things, but we are going to start reacting to movies. In fact, Crossroads, which had a kind of parallel to Down the Road, in my opinion, anyway, that's going to be on the short list of movies we want to do. But Sam and I've already sat down for one. Once we get like 3 to 5 in our pocket, we'll start releasing those as well. If you guys are into watching reactions to movies. If not, don't worry about it. We're still doing exactly what we do now, which is all these music videos and
Hi, all.
stuff. So,
Thank you for
uh,
joining us.
yeah, thanks. Um, what was I
No,
left
we
up?
don't do just songs. We're, like I said, we're expanding. We used to do things like trailers for movies, and
Mhm.
did we do?
We used to give like popcorn scores. Like, how many popcorns would you
That's right.
give for this trailer? And between 1 and 10 popcorns. Like, if you go back and look at our early stuff, like really early stuff, you'll see the difference. It's pretty interesting.
Are you kidding, Thea? Of course, I love British comedians. When I understand what they're
Oops. Sorry.
talking about, Eddie Izzard, Eddie
Oh
Izzard.
yeah, I did like Eddie.
Oh, he's so good. I've seen him live a couple times. He's awesome. Um,
We've
uh,
never reacted to Wing, Lisa. Sorry, go ahead, Sam.
who's Wing?
It's a beatboxer.
Yeah, yeah. You should look into that.
Wing.
Crossroad with Ralph Macchio asks Love Life. We were
Yes,
just talking about that the other day.
yeah. Drop Barracuda. I agree with you. They definitely do some processing with just like, yeah, like you said, some reverbs and but yeah, those noises are coming from their mouths, of course.
Yeah, well,
They're
the
amazing.
noises are coming, but they're definitely processed. I mean, you can't imitate a distorted bass with
Have
your
you
voice. You can't do it. It's
have you
got to be
ever
processed.
have you ever watched those beatboxing matchups on TV?
I don't know about matching, but I've seen them.
They're pretty incredible. They're
Sure.
like
I mean,
insane.
I'm not putting down any talent or anything. I'm just saying that it's done with a little help.
Oh, sure. Especially the produced stuff. I'm sure that they certainly do stuff. I mean, who wouldn't?
Uh, Siskel and Ebert stuff style, says Love and Life. Um,
Yeah, Crossroads with Rob Macchio would be. I mean, look, I was just telling Sam. Uh, I was telling Sam when we did the reaction to Ren's Down the Road. I was like, yeah, this is definitely a Crossroads reference because that movie like stuck with me forever. Like, it's such a good movie. And even though Ralph Macchio was in it, and it was a little odd that he was a blues guitar player,
that didn't strike me as anywhere near logical.
well, that was the point, though. He wasn't like
To cast him into that.
well, they wanted somebody who didn't. He was learning. He was like a student of the blues, and he went out in search of this guy, who was well. I think you saw something along those lines. I put some footage in there with the last battle with the Devil's Champion, but that he was an odd choice, but I know why they did it. But he did a really good job. He did a really good job. But it's such a good movie. It's such a good movie.
He spent a lot of time trying to learn guitar, and he did a great job.
Yeah. Who's Lorna Shore? What's
It's
Lorna
not,
Shore? Do you know that, Sam?
um, that name rings a bell. I don't know from where though.
Lorna Shore. Yeah, I can't. Yeah, he was a classical guitarist that loved blues. Yep. Oh, Love and Life knows this movie apparently pretty well. Lorna Shore. Let's take a let me throw this in there. See what comes up.
You know, the Crossroads, the guitar playing that Ralph Macchio did was actually overdubbed by Steve Vai, amazing guitar player who did both him and the Devil's person
Yeah,
on the guitar.
he was the guy that wasn't that Steve Vai? It was the actual
That was him.
champion. Yeah. He was
He
so
acted
good.
and played all the guitar parts.
He and I got to give him credit because he didn't have one word. He didn't say one word, but he had a look and he had a stare and he talked with his guitar. It was the most beautiful scene. It was a great scene. One of the best scenes I've seen since like Sinners, which is also comparable, by the way, to Down the Road because it is, even though it's not the devil, it's vampires. But there's a shot in there that's so beautiful, and it's got this blues song going. I mean, it's crazy good. It's crazy good, and it kind of had the same impact as that Crossroads, that final scene in Crossroads. Yeah, I'm with you, Drop Barracuda. Yeah, I love watching those beatboxing matchups because they're just like, how does he do that? Like, how does he make that sound? It seems impossible.
Yes, human voices can do it, like the Australian Aboriginals make that weird whoa sound with their voices. I was just saying that there are electronics and effects being used, and I read the wiki about
He looked it up. He
Beat
looked it up.
Pella,
Yeah.
and that's what they said they used, those kind of effects. I know because I was a mixer, a sound guy.
Ooh, The Legend of 1900. I've never heard of that.
No, what is that? Is that a band or?
No, I think that's got to be a movie, right? Maybe I'm wrong.
I
Oh no, that's a movie.
Ren totally nailed that genre. We got to look into that one.
What was that? Where's that at?
Elizabeth says Ren totally nailed the genre.
Oh, I see it. Elizabeth. I felt a little yeah, you're right. Yeah.
Who's SF?
We did one of his, remember? 900 Days.
No. Honestly,
it was the one that no, you remember. It's the shot with the guy with he's just on a piano, and the shots always went down to his
the
feet.
one with the socks, the mismatched socks. Yes.
But the vibes were just like that. Yeah.
We love that. That was a good video.
Yeah.
I'm sorry I didn't match the name with the video because we've done hundreds, literally hundreds of videos. I can't keep track of anything.
Yeah, and I don't know what genre that is either because it's so different, and that's why I like it because you can't put it in any type of slot.
It kind of reminded me of like something a 1920s piano player would do.
Well, here's something from Carl. Do manage to switch off from technicalities of making a film when you're just watching a film? Do we manage to switch off from technicalities of making a film?
I don't know about you, but for me, the answer is no, because my wife's always saying, we stopped.
Yeah, once you're in it, it's hard to not see things technically. because you know you kind of have a better idea what you're looking at. I don't know if that's like, I don't know if I'm really understanding his question, but I think when I'm watching a movie, I think about like how did they do that? How did that
Yes.
get done?
Or why
But I
is
c-
that? Yeah, why is that done this way, and why does that sound like this? I've pissed off my wife quite a few times with my comments and what do you call it? Color
color
commenting.
commentary. Yep. Uh,
uh,
yeah. Go ahead. I'm sorry. I didn't thought
just
you were.
stuff like, I don't know. They must have ADR'd these lines because they're standing on a windy beach with
Yeah.
really high gusts, and you don't hear any of that. So I'm like,
Yeah. What were
well,
we just watching? We were just watching something with that.
yeah, yeah. I can't
Oh
remember
no,
what.
I know what it was. It was Back to the Future. We were
Back
watching,
to the Future,
and it was
right?
a wind. They had clearly had a wind machine to, you know, to be a part of the scene because it's a stormy night, and you know it's this thunderstorm,
That's
and
funny. Yeah,
and you're and it's crystal clear audio. But yeah, they had to redo that certainly.
it was a great job though. The ADR
Yeah.
director on that one was really good. But drop, yes, I actually have the Wilhelm scream in my sound effects library and I've used it. And the funny thing is even the most modern high budget movies, they'll throw that in and it always tickles me.
Oh my gosh.
You've heard everybody's heard it on a million different
Oh
things.
yeah, yeah, and
And
I've even
that
put
was
it in.
shot that was recorded in the 40s, I believe.
Yeah, yeah, I think you're right. Um, Love and Life says that's it. I'm sending Sam some vitamins for brain health to Sam.
I could use that. Thank you. Yes. I'm serious.
Sorry, my wording was up, but yeah, exactly how you're taking it. Okay, good, good, Carl. Yeah, I'm usually more astounded by what I'm watching, like how things are done today, more than criticizing things. So for me,
Yeah.
when I'm watching, like, say, a Marvel movie or you know anything that's heavy graphics or you know CGI, it's got the green screens and a lot of them use the volume now, which is that actual screen that makes it look 360. So whatever angle you're shooting,
That's great. Like
it's
the
real life.
Mandalorian.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
they pioneered that like more than anybody else has ever done.
Yeah, but
Which is
all that stuff is like what I see that more than anything. I'm more like impressed than I am critical.
oh yeah, I don't criticize. I just comment on how they did stuff or I just can't shut up because I did QC for so many years where I had to um uh like my memory fails me again.
Get that
Um
over as soon as you can. Love and Life.
um what was I yeah.
ADR because you did the.
No, I'm actually I think I've had too much caffeine. Cuz it's things are shooting off left and right in my head. But
Yes, Drop Barracuda, you're right. Like I
yes.
hear that in every cartoon. Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, so getting back to what I was saying, I watched things that we worked on so intently and then over and over again that I just developed this need to comment and notice things because that's what my job was to notice if something was wrong. Is there a digital hit on this video or whatever? Um, but yes, so there. I don't know what else to say.
Yep. I mean, I get it. Uh, Love and Life says, I just watched to be in the moment. Like, wow, he just flew 50 yards and got up like it's nothing. Well, of course, if it's like especially if it's like a superhero movie.
Yeah, I wish I could turn that off though when I watch because I was watching Foundation, which is uh, totally different than the original books by Isaac Asimov, but it's still a very good show, and I enjoy it a lot. Uh, I have to stop myself from saying, "Oh, this is all green screen. Oh, this was composite or whatever,"
Mhm.
or yeah, the sounds. I know how they made that sound.
Yeah,
Uh,
I, and I'm like that too. I mean, I'll think of it internally. I won't usually express it out loud. But I don't even know if that's something you guys would even want us to, if when we're doing these movie reviews that Sam and I are really going to start doing. much more of. I'm not even sure you'd want to hear a lot of that stuff. Maybe you do. Maybe you do. But we've talked about, do we go in as fans or do we go in as professionals? And I think there's probably a fine line. You
I
know, we
wish I
can.
could be more of a fan. Uh, Sometimes I do get so involved in the story and everything that I put all that stuff aside. Um, but Drop Barracuda, you are one funny person.
I just saw that.
Passionate. I would never see that movie.
It's a cat of nine tails, not one. That's really funny. All with love. I've got the same critical mindset sometimes. Yeah, I mean, it's tough. It's tough. Once it's there, and I do that with like TV shows. I'm like, why did they shoot it this way? I'll wonder out loud, like, why that way? Why did they choose that? Like somebody actually storyboarded that, and I never understood it. So I go through that a lot, especially with TV shows.
Drop Barracuda, you are really perceptive. I really appreciate that. And now Thea is saying asking a question. Do we remember watching 24 with Kiefer Sutherland? Oh, ever
Yes,
went to the bathroom? I don't know. I never
yes.
thought about that when I watched
Movie.
it.
Hey, the
I
people
like
in the
that show though.
movies, yeah, TV and movie stars, they don't go to the bathroom. That's valuable, like time you could be putting into like context, and for what's happening. And I suppose he could have a inner monologue while he's taking a poop or something. But would you
Actually,
watch that?
here's a piece of trivia you really won't care about. If you look at the old sci-fi shows like Lost in Space or Star Trek, they never had toilets or
Yeah,
anything like that. Even showers were rare.
yeah.
Um, and I
It's
was like,
wasted time. It's wasted time. Unless you're going to show someone naked in the shower.
depends on who, though.
Right. That's what I mean. It's like, there has to be a really good reason. I got shouted out. I got shouted at in Caesar's Palace. I walked straight through shooting during The Hangover. It wasn't. That's pretty funny. Well, so wait, are you in it, Carl? Did you ever look to see if they kept you in there?
That's a good question.
Oh, I think you're right, Drop again. I think you're right. I don't think you're being funny now. I think you're right. I think that was the first time.
That sounds about right.
Who was the first? Who was the first TV couple to be sleeping in the same bed?
Well, it wasn't Dick Van Dyke and Mary Tyler Moore, that's for sure.
Yeah, it might have been the
S-
Flintstones. I don't
No, they
remember.
never. No, they always had double beds, which always made me wonder how did they have pebbles?
Sleeping in same bed. Let's take a look. The first time characters were in the same bed. Oh, well, apparently there was a sitcom in 1947 called Mary Kay and Johnny, where they were in the same bed together.
No kidding.
That's interesting. Oh, so why people often get this wrong. Shows like the Flintstones, the Munsters, Brady Bunch are often mistakenly cited because they were on major networks and widely remembered, but they all came later. Look at that. 1947, but then we didn't do it for a while. I can't imagine was that an American show? That's crazy.
I don't remember ever hearing about it, but of course there wasn't a whole lot of TV in 1947.
It was the very first sitcom in TV history.
Wow. Googie says something about movies and TV shows. Sounds a little drastic. Can you put that up?
Yes. I hate every single movie, TV show about professors. They do so many ridiculous things that would never happen. Yes, I know they're movies, but I can't enjoy them.
Not even Doc Brown? Great
Well,
Scott!
Great Scott. Do you remember what was the Val Kilmer one? It was something science. Or was it politically incorrect? What was that show?
Val Kilmer?
Yeah, Val Kilmer was in it. He was a scientist. He was a genius. Oh, I think it was called Genius. Maybe it was called Genius.
Is that a movie or a TV show?
Yeah, it's a movie. But obviously there's professors in that, and they're just there to make the movie move along, and they got to say whatever they got to say. If you had them talk like regular professors, there aren't that many interesting professors.
No,
There are some, but not
there are
not
some
very
that are
many.
very funny and very, very good. Neil deGrasse Tyson kind of gets on my nerves after a while.
I like him a
I
lot.
like I loved him until I just got tired of his commenting on things the way he does now. But I'd have to say my favorite scientist has always been Carl Sagan. He
Well,
was
Carl Sagan was great. Yes, of course. Who's the British guy though? I like him a lot.
which one?
He's a British
Brian
guy.
Green?
He's a kind of a younger guy.
Yeah, and he's on a lot on YouTube, right?
Yes, but he goes on to like talk shows and stuff like that too.
Yeah, yeah. I know who you're talking about. I can't remember his name.
I'll find it because I just watched something of his not too long ago.
Wait a minute. Drop Barracuda is saying something that I am shocked at.
What did she say?
Well, he says it's an automatic penis stretcher. What is? I missed something here.
What? Hey, NC Dad's here.
NC Dad.
Daddy
yes, Warbucks.
Real genius with Val Kilmer. As someone said with medical experience, a lot of medical stuff gets a that wouldn't happen for me. Yeah. I mean, I don't know anything about medical things, so I just enjoy the ride. But yeah, everything's Hollywoodized.
Yes, Brian Cox. Thea.
Love Brian Cox.
Kiss you if you weren't so far away. That's excellent.
Was he a professor?
I'm sure he taught classes. They all do. It's part of their job. Yes, Brian Cox. Anyway, what's this about penis stretching?
Well, drop Barracuda. There you go. Read that.
You ever have that dream where you're on a hill and dozens of naked women are running and throwing little pickles at you? Little pickles.
Only one time. Only once did I.
I've never had that dream. Usually women are running away from me.
That's funny. It's an. He's making fun of. I think of some of the stuff that's on the. Wait, that's a quote from Real Genius, the penis stretcher. I don't remember that line.
I don't remember seeing that movie.
Oh, that movie is fantastic. It's an awesome movie. I recommend that movie to everybody.
Thea, can you explain what the difference is between the word professor from England and from here? I like calling them boffins. That's what they call scientists, I think, right?
Are we talking about Brian Cox, the actor?
No,
or is that
the scientist,
the professor guy?
Yeah, he's a scientist. D. Ream, huh?
Yes, that's the guy I'm thinking of, Brian Cox. Yes, that is the guy I'm thinking of. I love the way he explains things. He can bring it down to
my level.
To a layman level and make you understand it and get really excited. I just love his demeanor. I love the way he explains things. He's still a pretty young guy. To me, he is the guy I like listening to the most.
I have to say, I agree. Yes, being a musician also helps him being cool.
I didn't know that. The fact that he was did she say he was in a boy band or something?
No, not boy band, just a band called D. Ream, as in dream.
Wow. Things can only get better. Wait, that can't be right.
What?
That was I'm thinking of another song from the 80s. Brian Cox Dream. I got to see what the picture looks like.
In the U.S., a teacher is called a professor. In the UK, uh, well, let's stop jumping around here. In the UK, you have to have done esteemed research and discovered something new to gain the title professor. It's rare. Really? That's interesting. So, the professor on Gilligan's Island wouldn't have been really a professor? Is that what you're saying?
Teacher is called in UK. You have to done esteemed research. Well, I think that's the way it is here. I think that's the way it is here. I mean, a professor, you can't
I
be a
think it's
professor until you've reached that level.
well here it's
Otherwise, you're just
mostly
a teacher.
yeah. Well, a professor, from what I understand of our interpretation, is that a professor is somebody who teaches about something that they're incredibly involved in, like research or whatever it is the topic is. I think that's how we use it here.
I think there's a level you have to get education wise, and like there's a like you don't just be called. No one just calls you a professor. You have to become a professor. You have to have a bachelor's degree, a
Oh, more
master's
than that.
degree. Then you got to earn your right. You got to get a PhD. Then, like you said, you got to have some sort of portfolio of research that you've done. Then you have to apply for the academic position to become an assistant professor, adjunct professor, or lecturer, instructor. And then you can earn tenure and then become eventually a professor. But you don't just we don't just call people professors who are teachers. There's a big, like, you really have to do a bunch of stuff.
Well,
You have
listen,
to earn it.
Googie is a tenured college professor. The minimum
Masters.
requirements is an MA.
Yeah. Yep.
That's awesome. We need an expert on staff, and there she is.
But but for 4-year colleges and universities, it says you have to have a PhD. Like
yes.
you have to have that.
According to Thea in England, a professor is way above a PhD.
And if someone's calling you professor, then why I wouldn't stop them from saying that either. I mean, if they call him professor, I mean, heck, I'm not stopping them. They call in Texas, they call high school teachers professors. I have no. That's just wrong.
That's weird.
That's just wrong. I did know Brian May was. Yeah.
Yes, I knew about that because he not only does real science and real astrophysics, but he also designed his famous guitar from scratch and put all kinds of custom electronics in it himself, which is why it sounded so great. It still sounds great.
Yeah, it does. Sam, I just looked at the clock. It is 1:50. We have been on for an hour and 53 minutes.
It's 11:54 and that one something.
We have been on for 1 hour and 53 minutes.
Wear your glasses sometimes. That might help. Okay.
Is your hearing aid in? Am I having?
I'm wearing it right now. Here, see these things?
On? I think it's that time. We should call it quits. I've got a bunch of stuff I got to get out for you guys too, so I got to get back to work. But this was fun, guys. I had a great time today. This was a lot of good stuff. A lot of good stuff.
Yes.
And
thank you for all your contributions, guys.
Yes.
You guys have been really awesome with your comments and information, and
hilarious
I
jokes
just love
again. It. Yeah. We learned what a professor was or wasn't. So that's good.
Still confused myself. Yes, and thanks to Drop Barracuda for financing this adventure.
Yes, today was all about Drop Barracuda. Love you, man, and we will see you guys soon. Like I said, we have hopefully tomorrow Electric Callboy goes out, and then we've got a couple other things that are also going to be dropping. Let me know if you guys know who Natalie Gold is. If you guys know who Natalie Gold is, let me know. And then we'll talk to you guys on Thursday.
Yes.
And
Let's all remember to keep Elizabeth's daughter in our prayers and thoughts.
Yes.
Thoughts and prayers, as they say whenever somebody gets shot.
Yeah, well, that's,
But for this,
but we really mean it.
we really do mean it.
Best to Elizabeth and her daughter for sure.
Just think positive vibes and send them to them, because it does work.
Yeah. All right, I'm going to play us out, and Sam's going to leave you guys with some wonderful motivational speech.
Yes. Listen, wherever it is you are, there you are. And also, don't forget to take a shower.
Take a shower, people.